My name is Caitlin Cole, and I'll be facilitating your workshop tonight on planning a program module in the university realm. So I'm just going to load my PowerPoint to start, and then we'll jump right in. All right, so I'm just going to wait a couple seconds just to make sure that everything is good to go with the screen. I'm just going to share my screen here. All right, so I think we're good to get started. So as Jasmine mentioned in the chat, my name is Caitlin Cole, and I am one of the senior academic advisors at Brescia. So tonight I'll be walking you through information on planning a program module. I know that university terminology and processes can feel very overwhelming as an incoming student. I was also in your shoes many years ago when I started my university education journey, and I had so many questions around what is a module, what are university courses like? I just really had no clue. So I hope tonight this session is helpful to alleviate some of your worries around starting your university journey. So just to get started here, just a quick agenda. Tonight, I will cover some various topics around different degree types within the university. What is a module? Different module combinations that students will do, different course information, and then also what academic advising looks like at Brescia. So with the different degree types, we have 3 different options at Western and the affiliated university colleges. So we do offer an honors 4-year bachelor degree. This includes 20 credits, also known as courses. So we do interchange the word courses and credits. We also offer a 4-year bachelor degree. So this would be the non-honors option, which also includes 20 credits or courses. We also have a 3-year bachelor degree, and this would include 15 credits or 15 courses. So within your degree, of the 3 options above, you will select a module or modules to complete. So you might be asking, what is a module? Well, don't worry, we're going to get into that just shortly here. So what is a module? So a module is simply a fancy word for a clump of courses in a particular area of study. So the module or modules you choose will actually determine the courses that you're required to take within your degree. So there's 4 different module types available at Western and the affiliates. So the first one that we offer is the honors specialization. So this one is within the honors degree. So you would have to pursue an honors degree to pursue the honors specialization. This module has anywhere between 9 to 11 courses. The honors specialization will also have a higher average required to enter into the module, as well as a higher average required to progress through the module. So this is also known as progression requirements, which I will chat about a little bit later in the presentation. The honors specialization module will also have individual course grade requirements for progression. So for example, you need to have no grade below a 60% in each course of the module, and then simply a passing grade in your other courses to make up your 20 credits towards your degree. The next module that we offer is the specialization. So this module will also have 9.0 to 11 courses. So similar to the honors specialization, the differences here is that the specialization does not have a specific average requirement as the honors does. So I shouldn't say it doesn't have a specific average. Every module does have what we call progression within university, which I will, again, chat about later. But this module doesn't have the same requirement in the sense that it requires a 60% in each course and a specific module average. So that's kind of the main differences between the 2 there, but they do have the same amount of courses. The major module will have anything between 6 to 7 courses, and then the minor would have anything from 4 to 5 courses. So once you have completed your 5.0 first year courses, then you will have 15 courses left to complete if you're doing a 4-year degree, or you would have 10.0 courses left to complete if you're doing a 3-year degree. And again, just to recap, so the courses that you're taking within your university degree are determined through your module, and then you'll also have room for some elective credits as well. So within the different modules, let's first discuss the honors degree and the different possibilities that students can wish to pursue through the module combinations. So with the honors degree, just to remember, this has to be a 4-year degree. So it's not possible to do an honors degree within 3 years. So you will notice on the screen, there are 4 different module combinations available with the honors degree. So you can choose to simply do an honors specialization on its own. You can also combine an honors specialization and a major. You can choose to combine an honors specialization and a minor, or you can choose to complete an honors double major. So these are the only module combinations that are available within the honors degree. Don't worry too much about, taking this all down. You will work closely with the academic advising team at Brescia, and we will assist you with pairing different module combinations and ensuring that you're selecting the correct courses each year that work towards your module or modules. So within the next option here, the 4-year degree, you will notice that there's much more possibilities in terms of actually combining different modules. So within the 4-year degree, students may choose to simply study a specialization. They might choose to combine a specialization and a major. They might want to combine a specialization and a minor. Maybe they want to do a double major, so combining 2 major modules. Maybe they want to just do a major and a minor, or a major and a double minor. So as you can see, lots of options. And the nice thing about Western and the affiliates is your first year is going to be general. This means that you're really going to be able to explore different subjects in your first year, which will then help you choose these modules in your upper years. And again, we're always available to help, so don't be afraid to reach out during your first year if you wanted to explore some different module options. Our third option for the degree is the 3-year degree. So you will notice with the 3-year degree, it's a little bit more slim in terms of what you can select. So within the 3-year degree, you can choose to do a major and a minor, or a double minor. So these would be your 3 options within the 3-year degree. And just to recap, a 4-year degree would be 20 credits and a 3-year degree would be 15 credits. So a really great tool that we use all the time in academic advising with students is the academic calendar. So right now, the 2020 academic calendar is live, but when you start your education, it'll then be the 2021 academic calendar. So I did just pop the link up on the screen here if anyone wants to kind of reference and take a look. So the academic calendar is a really great resource. It's available on the Western website, and it does provide information around academic policies and procedures, module requirements, including first-year courses required to enter the module, as well as the actual senior level courses required to graduate from that module. It also includes courses with course descriptions, and then also academic dates, which are called sessional dates. So for academic dates, that would include dates when classes begin and end, reading weeks, as well as dates that you can add and drop courses, as well as exam periods. So I did just pop on the bottom of the slide just a screenshot of the academic calendar. So as you can see, it's a pretty user-friendly site, breaking it down through academic policies, modules, courses. So definitely a resource that, like I said, we use all the time in academic advising. So it is good to become familiar with the academic calendar before you start your university degree, just so you can kind of determine, some of the policies around being a university student, some of the module options that we do offer within the Western campuses. But don't worry, it is our job as academic advisors to help students work with the academic calendar and answer any questions that they might have about information that's found in the calendar. So next we are going to chat about university courses. So this is often one of the biggest questions that we get from incoming students. What are university courses like? How does the numbering system work? What's an essay course? So these are all kind of questions that I'm going to go over in the next few slides here. So first year courses at Western and the affiliates are numbered 1000 to 1999. Senior level courses are numbered 2000 plus. So for example, we have courses at the 2000 level, 3000 level, or 4000 level. You must take a minimum of 5.0 1000 level courses to complete your degree. And you're also allowed to count up to 7.0 first year courses towards your 15 or 20 credit degree. So making sure that you're not taking any more than 7.0 first year courses, but making sure that you are taking the minimum requirement, which is 5.0. It is important as well that you meet your individual campus residency requirements. So what this means is that you do have to take so many courses each year at your home campus. So if you are a Brescia student, for example, you are allowed to take classes at any of the 4 Western campuses, but you do have to make sure that at least 3.0 of your 5.0 courses are at Brescia each year. And if a course is offered at Brescia, you are required to take it at Brescia. So this policy is applied to all the campuses. So just to be sure that you check your individual campus requirements prior to course registration. For example, the affiliates typically allow a few more courses off of the home campus than Western main campus does. So just making sure that you're paying close attention to those when you're completing the course registration process. So within Western and the affiliates, we do have certain numbering that we use for individual courses. So each course suffix will actually tell you how the course is operating and which term the course falls in. So for example, on the screen, I've provided some examples of courses on the right and then kind of the description of what they entail on the left. So if you see a course with no suffix, so for example, Sociology 1020, this tells us that it's a full year course. If you see a course with an E behind it, for example, English 1020E, this tells us that it's also a full year course, but it has an essay component, so it's considered an essay course. If you see a course with an A attached to it, this refers to a first term course. So we are semester based at Western, but we do also have some full year courses. So just before I go any further, I should probably break it down for you. So with a full year course, that will run from September to April, and you'll most likely have a midterm during the December exam period, and then you'll have a final exam during the April exam period. And then with our half courses, a first term course would run from September to December, with your final exam most likely being during the December exam period. And then a term 2 course would run from January to April, with your final exam being during the final exam period in April. So just to jump back in here with the courses. So if you're seeing Family Studies 1010A as an example, this shows you that it's a non-essay first term half course. So we know that this course will run from September to December. If you're seeing a B attached, this refers to a non-essay second term half course. So we know that this course runs from January to April. If you're seeing an F or a G, so for example, English 1027F or English 1028G, the F is referring to an essay course, which is in the first term, and then the G is referring to an essay course in the second term. So you will become very familiar with course suffixes during your 4 years at Western and the affiliates. So just to kind of give you a little bit of a recap, just so you know, every suffix does kind of tell you a story about how that course will operate. So moving along with courses here, we do also have what's called breadth requirements. So all year 1 courses across the Western campuses will be listed on a sheet provided in your offer package. Courses can also be found in the Western academic calendar, as I mentioned earlier, and then also on the Western academic timetable. Courses are organized by categories. So at Western and the affiliates, students must take a minimum of 1.0 credits across all 3 categories prior to graduation. So these are actually called breadth requirements. Category A refers to courses in the social sciences. Category B refers to courses in the arts, humanities, and languages. And then category C is referring to science and math courses. So for my social science and my arts and humanities students in the group, that are a little bit nervous about the science and math requirement, a really great option at Brescia is our food and nutrition courses. So we do allow Brescia students to count those towards the C category, even though they're not a heavy science-based course. So just a reminder, as I said, a 1.0 is required from each category prior to graduation. And when you're selecting your first year courses, which is your 5.0 first year courses, you have to select a minimum courses from a minimum of 2 categories. So we don't want to see a student having a full year of social sciences or a full year of arts and humanities courses. We do like to see students keep their doors open and have courses at least through 2 of the categories, and it's suggested to have all 3 in your first year. We will help you with this during the summer orientation process. We will make sure that your timetable is well-rounded and you do have multiple options when you are looking to enter into your second year. Because we do find that a lot of students, when they come into university, they have a goal in mind, but they might fall in love with another subject. So we do always like to encourage students to have multiple options after your first year. Another graduation requirement that we have at Western and the affiliates is an actual essay requirement. So just like the breadth requirements, the essay requirement is also required prior to graduation. So students must take 2.0 essay designated courses, and at least 1.0 must be completed at the 2000 level or above. This is also known as the senior level. We do recommend that students take an essay course in their first year, as it does prepare students around how to academically write at the university level, as well as how to properly cite and conduct research. Because you may find that you were taught one thing in high school, but your university professors might prefer it another way in university. So it is always good to have an essay course if you can in your first year, but it's not a hard requirement. So if it doesn't work, it doesn't work, but we do recommend it. Just a reminder from the previous slide, courses ending in E, F, and G are essay designated courses. So that will tell you which courses are operating as an essay course. It is important to note, though, that even courses without an essay designation may still have a writing component. So you need to remember it is university. Most of your courses will have some sort of writing component, but the essay ones will definitely have a little bit more involved. So some important terminology that we use when discussing courses and your eligibility to take a course. So if you're seeing words in the academic timetable, such as an anti-requisite, so this actually means a course which is already completed successfully does not permit registration for course in a desired course. So this simply means that 2 courses are too similar in content to actually get credit for both courses. A prerequisite refers to a course which must be completed successfully prior to registration in a required course. So for example, many of the 2000 level psychology courses will require the first year psychology to be completed. A co-requisite refers to a course that must be taken concurrently. So concurrently means at the same time. So a course must be taken concurrently with or prior to registration in the desired course. So sometimes with the food and nutrition program, for example, some of the 2000 level food nutrition courses also require students to be registered in the biochemistry at the same time. And that's because there is some overlap in material, and they want to make sure that you have a little bit of background in another subject as you're progressing through the food and nutrition course. So just a quick summary, I did cover quite a bit in regards to degree requirements, and I really just skimmed the surface. So like I said, the summer orientation will really dive deeper into the topics that I've covered tonight. So just a quick recap, a minimum of 5.0 1,000 level courses are required to graduate from a 15 or 20 credit degree. And just remember that you can take a maximum of 7.0 and 1,000 level courses towards your degree. 1.0 is required from each category. So remember, these are called your breadth requirements. So category A, B, and C. 2.0 essay designated courses must be completed prior to graduation, and 1.0 has to be at the 2,000 level or above, so at the senior level. And again, recommended that you take one in your first year if possible. Completion of module requirements and elective credits. So again, this is determined by the modules that you select, as well as the different module combinations that you select. And then remembering that you must take a total of 15 courses for a 3-year degree or 20 courses for a 4-year degree. Typically, students will take 5 courses each year. That is considered a full course load, but there is the option to take longer to do your degree and to reduce your course load. So definitely recommend chatting with academic advising to figure out what is best for you in terms of how you wish to progress through your degree. And then just remembering that there are minimum university progression requirements that must be met in order to remain a student at Western Affiliates and to graduate. So progression requirements simply refer to a minimum cumulative average that students must meet to be in good standing with the university. So this typically falls anywhere between 55 and 60%, depending on the year of study you're in and how many credits you have completed towards your degree. So you will definitely learn more about progression requirements once you start your university studies. And then also we do cover this information during the summer orientation through the academic advising session. And it's also in the academic calendar. So if anyone is curious, you can always reference that. That's a great resource. So just to kind of wrap up the presentation. So I did just want to put a little plug in for what we offer at Brescia, because I know this presentation was a little bit more general in regards to Western and the affiliates, but I did just want to kind of mention some of the stuff that we offer at Brescia. So we do offer summer orientation days, which will be in the summer, and these are for incoming students to attend prior to starting with us in September. So once you've accepted your offer of admission to Brescia, your next step is to sign up for one of these summer orientation days. And at your summer orientation day, you will have the chance to meet one-on-one with a course advisor to actually select your courses. So you will discuss your first year courses at Brescia, and you will also register in those courses at the summer orientation day. You'll have a chance to activate your Western email if you haven't done so already. And then you'll also have the chance to answer registration questions and troubleshoot any issues, because we do sometimes run into issues with courses conflicting. So it's always great to have an extra eye and an extra pair of hands to help you with those issues. I quickly just wanted to cover academic advising at Brescia and what it looks like, because every university operates a little bit different. For example, Western Main Campus has academic advisors assigned for each faculty that they offer, where at Brescia, we have 3 academic advisors, and we don't actually split by program, we split by last name. So Emma Douglas, my colleague, she takes care of last names A to I. Myself, Caitlin Cole, I look after students with last names J to P, and then Jessica Patterson, Q to Z. So all of the advisors at Brescia are trained to answer any questions around any program. So again, we don't split by a specific program. We simply answer any questions and help any student that the last names fall within. Even if your last name doesn't fall within our alphabet, we still will help you. So we don't turn a student away. If you'd like to book with any one of us, we'd be more than happy to meet with you. Also unique to Brescia, we do have the Hive at Brescia. So this is our students services office, and they really are a one-stop shop for all questions. regarding anything. So whether it's admissions, academic advising, financial aid, or tuition, it's all answered through the Hive. So that really is your best bet to get any question answered. And then if they're not able to answer it for you, they will triage it down to one of us in advising, or someone in the business office, or someone in admissions. So I will kind of leave it at that. If anyone has any questions about planning a program module or academic advising in general at Brescia, I would welcome you to connect with the Hive or to connect with one of us in admissions or in advising, and we'd be more than happy to answer your questions. I did just want to kind of skim through kind of the surface tonight, just to give you a little bit of an idea, but then just know that we will dive deeper into these topics during summer orientation and then during your first year at Brescia as well. So I'm just going to stop sharing my screen here just to double check if we have any questions. But if not, like I said, definitely connect with us if you would like to chat further, and we'd be more than happy to connect with you all. Just going to pop back in here. Perfect. All right, so I think we are all set. Thanks so much for joining me tonight. I hope that helped to answer a few of the questions that you might have prior to starting at Western or the affiliates. And yeah, it was great to have you all on board.